Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're going to pick up right from where we left off, and that will be, if you can see, guys, you are just about to walk into the Lame Mare. Set a bit of background for you. This is Drix Kramer's place, Blue Hand Hangout, and you've been invited for a drink. And I believe you were invited by Benjamin Vink, not by Drix Kramer. Anyway, so you are in a relatively run-down area of town. On your Marienburg map.
Yes, we're roughly aware where we are on the Marienburg.
Yeah, map. Okay. You're by the east wall. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just north of the North Wall Canal, if you can read that little tiny bit there. Okay, that's the area that you're in.
Yeah.
You're very aware that everyone knows that you're here. It's a rundown area, unfriendly. It's a bit like walking into a ghetto, basically. And you're outside of the Lame Mare. The Lame Mare is a standalone building. It's nothing particularly special. If it was a modern day building, it would be a strip mall bar somewhere in America, frequented by mafia guys. That's what it looks like. It's the medieval equivalent of that. Around you are a number of Blue Hand Gang members, and you're stood at the door, and two very heavy-set looking guys who could only be described as bouncers are stood there in front of you. And you've walked up to them, and they say, "Boss is expecting you. We're not going to ask you to take your weapons off." But
good job, because I haven't got any guns.
What's a gun? They've not been invented yet.
They have actually, but we'll get back to
that. Looks pointedly at the artificer.
At which point the artificer's eyes lit up.
Right, so yes, in that case, we walk in. I will take the lead in through the door.
I'll move Crimson for you. And I will unfog. You see the inside of the bar. The inside of the bar is what you would expect from the outside. It's not particularly classy. It's fairly run down. It's not grotty. It's just well used is an appropriate term. Smoky. There's a lot of people in here, right? Mainly male. And you can tell, particularly by the way that the music stops and everyone stares at you when you walk in, that you were A, expected, and B, not particularly welcome. I believe the term is welcome under sufferance. So in the corner, the one you can probably hover over and see, his name's Benjamin Vick, is that guy.
Okay, cool.
Okay. He looks up and motions.
You need to unhide
Come
my
over.
token.
So he sat in the bottom corner there, and he asks you to approach him.
And which bloke is it we're heading towards? Because there's
bottom right-hand side, red circle in the centre.
Okay, cool. I wind my way through the pub towards him.
As you get closer, all of you are not allowed to walk right up to him. In fact, the bouncer says to Alexis very pointedly, the cat thing stays by the door.
That's fine.
As he's there, he leaves you standing there for a second and carries his conversation on. A wealthy-looking guildsman leaves the bar, trying not to make eye contact with him. Richard, you recognise him. And when I
Am
come
I
up with a
actually
name,
here?
no, you're not. No, you're not here. I apologise. You're not here. And you would have recognised him.
So-
That would have been really useful for you. Oh well.
Oh, well, I'm off doing other
Yes,
things.
sir.
I'm pretty certain that Al will give me a good description.
You would have. Let's have a. Do you want me to do any sort of check to say how good a description I'm going to be able to give him?
Yeah, go for it. Let's have a perception check.
He was a bloke in robes.
That's a bloke in robes. You barely recognised that he was a human.
Possibly a bloke in robes.
Not entirely sure. Couldn't even tell you the colour of the robes. So as you're stood there, he looks up to you and he goes, Ivor, buddy, you have caused me a significant amount of hassle over the last 2 days.
Benjamin. You know
But I
why
want to
the
make
church
it.
lets me loose in places like this. So if you've encountered hassle, I'm sincerely sorry, but it was a problem that needed rooting out.
Yeah. Which we find ourselves in record. Have a seat.
Fine. I'll
Right,
pull up a
sit
chair.
down.
Yeah. I do believe you invited me here for a drink, so if the bar wench wouldn't mind, I'll give the bar wench a couple of coins.
You don't need to. Somebody walks over and puts something that looks like whiskey down in front of you. Before, as soon as you turn your head and mention drinks, a drink appears. Almost as though a very important man who could have you killed was sat at the table and knew you were going to ask that question.
Yeah.
I want to make this very clear, and I want to tell your friend Campbell. Don't tell me you don't know a Campbell, because I know that you know Campbell.
Everyone knows Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone knows Campbell. Benjamin Vick knows Campbell. It's his job to know Campbell and people like Campbell. He's talking to himself in the third person as well, though. I want to make it really clear to you what's happened between you and Drex's boys was not sanctioned by me. No. I'm a businessman. I'm a toe rag. Okay, I'm a toe rag. But most importantly, I'm a businessman. And it's my job to make sure the cash flow keeps going. Otherwise, somebody more important than me from somewhere else is going to turn up. And I'm going to end up nailed upside down to something. And importantly, I don't hate the Empire. The Empire's where we get our money from. I don't particularly want to end up as a Cluelan zombie. So, here's what we're going to do. As long as you take me at face value and take my word, which is iron, we'll go back and see Benjamin in a second. And I'll tell you what he knows. And then you'll go about your way and you're going to solve this little problem for me. And we'll call it quits. Because I've lost face here. And that will not do. And the second part of the deal is that you get to walk out of here still breathing. I think that's a fair deal, don't you?
Yeah. That seems fair.
Okay, so if you'll follow me then, please. He gets
Okay.
up, and I'm not going to bother moving him. We're not going to bother doing that. You go out through a side door of the bar, and you can take one other person with you. There is 4 of you, isn't there?
There
One,
is
2,
4 of
3,
us, yes.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will signal for Civ, the ferryman, to follow us as well.
Okay, so Civ walks outside with you, and you go at the back of the bar, and there's 2 very heavily built men, stripped down to the waist, and on the adjacent building, nailed upside down, is what could jokingly be referred to as Benjamin Vink. He's nailed upside down to the wall.
Weren't we talking to Benjamin in the building? Or
No,
was
you were
that-
talking. No, Benjamin. Sorry, Drex Kramer. Well spotted. Drex Kramer is nailed upside down to the wall. Of the building. He's still shudderingly breathing. And Benjamin goes, "Hey, Drex, as promised." Now he's stopped being talkative or able to talk about 10 minutes ago, and I've been waiting for you to get here. It's a good job you hurried up. But if you don't mind, I've got to show my boys that I mean business. And he pulls out a small, what's called a spring bolt, which is like a crossbow, but no wings on it, and promptly shoots Drex through the head. Happy?
happy?
Right.
Steve?
Drex's boys worked out of a warehouse in Ricksgate. He had about 20 guys working for him. I don't know whether they'll be there. Right.
Is
He
the
gives
20
you
guys before or after we had our small...
before you had your commotion.
Okay.
Yeah. 20 guys before you had your commotion. And he's been hanging out with that evil little sod from Kurlan, Chief Rick Keedham.
Yeah.
Drex was a bloody traitor, and I've just done a country a favour.
You certainly have.
Right. You have carte blanche to do what you want, but don't burn the building down. It's my property.
Certainly. I will ensure that damage to property is kept to a minimum during the following investigation.
And because I'm scratching your back, you can scratch my back. Go in, do what you need to do, but leave everything that's in the building.
Certainly.
Don't go up in any cases. We don't need to have a problem about what you've seen, do we?
No, we don't. It's, as I say, my interest is church business, and you know that that is different from civil law. I've had my own problems with the guard of late as well.
All right. You can do me another favour as well. And I want you to take this in the nature that it's intended. It will sound like a threat, which it partly is. I want to tell you to tell your friend Mills that Margot's mine. No. She stuck her nose where it wasn't wanted. And Margot's mine now. Oh, no. Calm yourself. This isn't going to happen to her. He gestures over his shoulder to the scrap of flesh that was Drex Kramer. But she's mine now. And if I need to get hold of you or him, that's who I'll do it through.
Okay.
Yeah? And tell Mills he behaves. Are we clear on what I mean by that?
Yes, we're clear.
All right. Now, be a good little priest and fuck off.
If you don't mind, we won't do last rites for that piece of flesh.
We'll take care of that. Don't worry. These two, as you're walking off, the two guys which were stripped down to the waist have pulled out butcher's aprons and they're starting to sharpen big knives.
Right, Civ. That's our cue. We walk back in. Do we need to walk back into the bar?
Yeah, he walks you back through the bar.
Yeah. So I signal to Alexis and to Crimson that we're leaving, and we post haste out the door, and we're going to head to the main entrance of the warehouse is indicated in Rick's gate.
Okay. You're going to head to the main entrance, are you?
We're going to, because we've got to come through, because we're coming through the town and everything. He's given us the information. I'm presuming that's where he's expecting us to go straight away.
I'm going to be a really nice DM here,
Mm.
and I'm going to mention God, Alexis's little flying minion owl monkey thing.
Yes. We send a message to the other half of the team as we're moving to tell them that we're coming to the main entrance. So if they need a distraction, to let us know because we can create one.
Okay, it's a game like that, is it?
Oh, all right then. If you insist.
Mm.
Right,
Can you remember what it's called?
Marcel.
Marcel
Marcel the monkey. Flying
the
monkey.
flying monkey.
Of course it is.
Complete with metal fez and
Yeah,
waistcoat.
that's it. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
All right. While you're walking back that direction, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Marcel gets to the other team. Now, the other team are. That's where you want to be. All right. So you've walked back down to the docks. Ignore the palm trees; they wouldn't be palm trees. And you are currently in Kiss Livian Way on the main harbour there, and you're basically where the L and the E of that word are. Yep.
So I look to. Is it Aaron? Aaron?
Uh,
This is on you. I have no idea what to do here.
there are a number of rats running around on the dockside.
Well, when I can find my phone, I can always talk to the rats, can't I, and find out any information.
You can talk to the rats. You can also tell me that. You can also tell me, hint, hint, that you're spending quite a bit of time observing them closely, like 10 minutes worth.
Yeah, because if we can watch them, because I can't remember what we were looking for with the rats, but it was to find something, wasn't it?
It's so we can either find out how many's in there from the rats, or you can turn into one and go scouting.
I think the best thing to do would be potentially watch them, see how many's coming and going, and talk to them. And then if we can't get any information from them, then I can go scouting.
Go for it.
Okay. Are you spending 10 minutes observing the rats?
Yes.
Okay. You have now earned the ability to wild shape into a rat.
Yay! I've lost my D&D and Beyond.
Oh, it's me, it's a bit of a ratter.
Oh, that
Nice.
look.
So, if you three want to discuss what your plan was sound last time, I'm pointing out. I'm also saying that this to Zatari, you have about 8 hours left before you start having a problem with the doorkeeper.
Cool, that's fine. That should be plenty of time, depending on how long everything takes now.
I take it they've received the message from us saying that we
As
are on
they're
the road.
talking, as Aaron is staring at rats,
A winged and fezzed monkey
Marcel
landed.
turns up and delivers his message in a surprisingly Gallic accent.
Oui, oui, this is I,
Go on then,
Marcel.
Simon, let's hear that.
Alexos is sent me to speak to you. It is I, Marcel.
As he puffs on a Galois.
Oh, pin me like one of your French guys.
Why?
And he hisses at the parrot, who hisses back at him.
No.
Right.
Trying to remember
Do
what
you-
our plan was.
Right then.
I've slept
So
since
as
then.
I've now watched the rats for 10 minutes and now can potentially become a rat, should we speak to the rats and see what's going on?
If I remember correctly, your plan was to either turn into a rat or ask the rats how many people were up the hidden tunnel underneath the docks that goes up to the warehouse that we.
Yeah.
I believe your plan was to sneak in as a rat.
Yeah, and
I
Yeah.
think that was the plan,
Somewhat
yeah.
familiar, but I've also not slept very well. Yeah. So, do you want me to? What happened? Okay, so if I go and scout, what do you want me to do when I find out? If there's only like one or two, do you want me to turn back into a human, or do you want me to just come straight back out, tell you, and then we'll go on the defense that way? Well, the offense.
Just
Come back and tell us.
come back and tell us, and that way we can give information to the other team because Marcel's still around.
Yeah.
About how we're going to give them a distraction, or whether they even need a distraction, or we just both sort of go in at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, then.
I'm going to
so
give
I
you.
will-
I'm going to say that you attempt to wild shape as a free one into a rat right here, right now.
Okay.
Okay. So when you
Do I have to
shift as a rat, you find yourself quite disorientated. Even though you do wild shape on a regular basis, it's a new experience for you, and you're not familiar with being that animal.
Yeah, it's the
Right.
tail.
But it's completely doable. You're confident you can do what you said you can do, right? But you're going to be looking at the world from an entirely different perspective. It took you ages to become used to being the raven and flying, right? Now you're looking at the world from a rat's point of view. A wolf is a bit easier because it sees lots of things with its nose, and so does a rat. So that kind of carries across. But you're also a lot smaller, and you remember you're still human, and so you're a
Yeah.
rat that goes ick when you see icky things.
You have a strange compulsion to eat cheese.
That
And
sounds like me in
having done
general.
so, you then turn back into yourself, right? And that was a free wild shift for you, just to get used to it.
Okay, then.
So, in other words,
So do you-
Simon, what you're saying is she's no longer a knight that says "dee." She's now a rat that says "eek."
So we're okay
So,
as long as I don't have to go down the sewer.
do you wish to talk to the rats?
I think it might be a good idea to speak to them and get, because if they talk to us, then it will save me having to go in.
Go
And
ahead,
especially if I
Cass.
go eat.
Cass, talk to animals then.
Yeah. Let
I'm
me-
just checking quick if you could do talk to animals as a ritual or whether it's a spell. Because if it's a
It's-
ritual, you can do it for free.
It's saying here, it's cast one action, self, for range. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beast for the duration.
Yep.
The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, they can give you nearby locations and monsters, including what they can perceive.
Yeah.
You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favour for you at the GM's discretion.
That's not going to happen. Right. So you talk. Have you cast talk to rats? Talk to animals.
Yeah, I'll press the button to cast it now.
Okay. I've not seen that come up, but still.
I've just pressed
I don't think it really does with stuff like that because it's just a self buff.
All it'll do is take a spell slot off her for
The sort of information you get, and because you picked a random rat, are lots and lots of confused memories about warehouses and dead family members from poison, and lots of like people seen from the feet up, generally throwing things. Okay, it's
Would
not.
I be able to ask the rat who their sort of ringleader is if they're there? No, like the king rat won't be there as such, but
That's not how rats work, really. I mean, there's like bigger rats and smaller rats, but you remember you're talking to a creature that shares very few frames of reference with you.
true.
it would. What I'd say is try and indicate the tunnel that you want to investigate and what its memories of that tunnel specifically are. Maybe
Is that what
Yeah,
you're doing? Is
so-
it? Right.
Yeah, so I'll squeak to them that I like and point out the tunnel and say,
You want to get into that building. That's what you've said, yes.
yeah, and how many humans are in the way? You know what I mean? 'Cause
It has no idea about how many humans are in there, but it does
Okay,
know
how
how
many
to get into
feet?
the building.
Fair enough. Right,
Okay.
okay.
Right.
And it
And it
doesn't know
says
how
you
to
have
get into the building from where
and
it is.
I will move you guys. Right. The rat basically beckons you to follow. Okay. Right. To this area here. Right. Which is directly above the top of the L and E of Kisivlan Way on that row of houses there on that promontory that's sticking out. That's where you are on the map. So directly above the L and the E, that's where you are now. Right. Okay.
Yep.
So that little, if you can see, there's a small dark square, right, directly in front of Erin. About there. That's the sewer grate. The rat squeaks at you and then buggers off.
Right, okay.
Oh, looks like
So-
it's turning into a rat.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. Are we going into this cross-shaped building?
No, you're going. That's just the entrance to the sewer that will take you to the warehouse.
Oh, okay, fine. So
Right.
I will turn into a rat.
So make a note of what's about to happen here.
Yeah.
So, because of the amount of time which you have as wild shape, 2 hours. Yeah. What we're going to do, and because you're not familiar with the wild shape, in a minute we're going to throw a d20, and then we're going to times that by 3, and that's how long it takes you in minutes to get to the warehouse through the myriad of little sewers and rat tunnels that are underground. Okay?
Right, okay.
Right. Now, when you get into the building, right, we will be working in turns. Right. Now, I've written all this down. Right. 1 turn equals 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And that's if you're moving at a normal speed and not particularly hiding. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're being stealthy, 1 turn equals 2 minutes. Yes?
Yeah.
Right. If you're running, right, 1 turn will equal 30 seconds, but you'll do all your stealth checks at a disadvantage, right, -3.
Yeah, just writing all this down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy with that?
Zitari gone off to the bar already?
Zatari's already gone off to
Yes.
the bar. Yeah?
Because I'm not going to stand around looking really obvious just in the middle of the street, and this is probably going to take a while.
In his defence, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so it takes around 1 minute to turn to a scalp or running, which is different ways.
Yeah, I go and join Tatari for the same reasons. Once, of course, she's turned into a rat and gone down the sewer.
Yeah.
So are you
Keep an
going in,
eye
are
out,
you?
and then-
Are you going
Yeah,
in?
I'm going in. Right, let
Right.
me roll me D.
Just gonna throw a piece of information at in your two's direction, right? You have a parrot, Zatari, and Marcel's still currently sat on Mills's shoulder, right? Hint.
Oh yeah, one of us should probably tell the rest of them that we're sending in a scout.
Yes,
Not-
I.
And can we make sure that Marcel or the parrot don't want to eat me as a rat?
No, that's
Yeah,
the parrot
probably
tying
fine.
you up.
I'm going to take it by this point we're travelling through the dealer's market.
Yeah, you're taking your time.
Yeah.
I'd say what, half
Send
an hour?
Marcel.
It's going to take us
It'll
about half
take
an hour to get to where they are.
Yeah, you've had to get
Sure.
back round to the bridge and then back over at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell Marcel what's going on, and I send Marcel back to the others.
Thank you.
What's going on? Any other information which you're sending him?
Oh yeah, that we've got the front door code.
And
A time limit. On
a time
how long-
limit and
And what?
where you
I know
are.
I'm blank. Oh yeah, probably
Yeah,
where we
that's
are.
the obvious one.
And no, they know where we are. They knew where we were going.
No, we thought you were going to a tunnel on underneath the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
okay,
tell them
yeah.
exactly where we are.
Thank you.
Yeah, we tell them exactly where we are, what we're planning to do, all of that, Lou.
Okay. All right. Richard, I wanted you to tell me that because it's important. All right. I don't mean to be pedantic about this stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Can we
I
take the
want
equivalent of a short rest then while all
you
of
two
this is
can have a
going
short
on?
rest.
I'm going
Amory,
to
you cannot.
Right, I'm going to roll my d20 then.
Roll your d20, please.
For fuck's I got 3, so 9.
9 minutes. You did very well there. Right, it's taken you 9 minutes to move yourself through the
Tunnels.
tunnels. So I'm going to place a rat. You have just entered via that little sewer outflow at the top of the map.
Yeah.
Okay? What you can see is a natural cavern that has been converted into a loading dock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Right. You can see the people that you can see. Right, and you can see everybody, can't you?
I can see 5.
There's 5 of them, yeah. There's various,
Yeah.
and that you can tell from your experience dealing with a blue hand and killing a number of them. They're blue hand gang members. Where the 2 are stood on the bridge to the left of the map, right, that's just a blank wall that doesn't go anywhere. They're just stood there keeping sentry. Okay. There is
Yeah.
a little rat-sized walkway around to the right of the inlet bit there, and the exit into the harbour is at the bottom of the map. It's pretty dank in there, right? But it's surprisingly well put together and organised. It looks like a professional enough operation. And there is a large crane that descends through the ceiling from the building above, and that is the thing with 4 torches burning on it in the centre of the
Yeah.
map. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as of this point now, the distance that you can move, tell me where you'd like to go, and I will tell you how long it takes you to get there. Because one turn takes 20 feet takes 1 turn.
Right. So where did you say, sorry, is this all the bit that I'm scouting, or do I have to get to another door? Or
You believe, using your little ratty climbing powers, that you could climb up the rope of the crane and get into the warehouse above.
okay. So can I get to before we get? Do you see the 2 or 3 little crates just next to the thingy? How long would it take for me to get there if I did it on a run?
Did it on a run. Remember, if
Yeah.
you do it on a run, someone might take a pot shot at you. It's the last warning I'm going to give you for that one.
Okay. How much would it be on a generic?
20.
Just on a normal walk.
It will take you to
Nicely,
get
William.
to those crates. It will take
5
you
minutes.
about 5 minutes.
Right, and I've already used 9.
Yes, you have 120.
Yeah, so that'd be fine. I'll just do a normal walk and try it. I won't do stealth. I'll just try and blend in as a normal rat would.
Okay. Can I get a stealth check at an advantage, please?
Yes.
Plus, I actually wrote this down as well. You can add a +5 to that because it's dark and you're a rat.
Comes in handy, though. Right, so stealth check. Sorry, I'm just waiting for me.
Your mum's a little
Beyond to load.
You lucky bugger. Lucky bugger.
Did I have to put that on a thingy? Because I don't think I did. I think I've done click
That's fine.
advantage.
Do it again to an advantage, then, please.
Sorry, with advantage and roll. I got 10,
Okay.
so 15.
Nobody's aware of it. You can see there's 5 Blue Hand gang members there. They're kind of sat around smoking. One of them sat on the dock. They're not busy offloading or unloading anything.
Okay, so the crane's not in use.
And you reckon from your observations that if a team were to come up on a boat, they could potentially get close enough in the dark, particularly if somebody was here to help shut the guys up
Right,
before
so-
the boat got alongside. But that's just what you think. The next bit's going to be more tricky because where do you want to go from here?
Well, if there's a rat-sized hole on top of the crane, we've got to get up the crane.
You would have to scamper up the crane arm, and onto the cable.
Mm-hmm. Right, so can I stealth to the bottom of the crane, please?
That will take you 2 minutes to get there nice and stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to make you go around the crates. You kind of sneak through. Are you talking to about there? Yes.
Where, sorry? Yeah, if that's the bottom of the crane, or...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Can I get an agility check, please? Right. You can have it at an advantage because you're a rat.
Advantage or disadvantage? Or none?
Advantage because you're a rat for this bit.
22.
Beautiful. Right. So you managed to scamper up the crane. Okay. Because you've gone within 10 feet of Blue Hand Gang member number 4, all of your stealth checks now are at a disadvantage. So you're going to need to do something pretty quickly. So you need to do a climbing check.
What would that be?
A movement check. You've got a climb of 30 feet, I believe.
Okay, so what would that
Can you
be?
climb?
I don't have climb here.
Let's have another acrobatic. We'll have an acrobatics check this time.
A disadvantage or normal?
A disadvantage? No, a normal because you.
If you go the last one, Lou, at an advantage, this one will be at an advantage. You're saying she's got advantage because she's a rat. You're saying the stealth was at a disadvantage.
Yes, scrabbling up the crane is something rats do. Climbing ropes. I suppose they do that. No, fine. You can have it at an advantage. That's why we have rat guards on ships.
Okey-dokey, 15.
15. Okay. Right. You scrabble up the rope. Change of scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lou, in the meantime, while we're sat in the bar, I get Zatari to send his parrot to loiter in the area of the sewer grate to watch for when the rat returns.
Okay, done.
So,
Just out of curiosity,
it's a
how
warehouse.
long did it take the rat to get up into the warehouse?
She's climbed about 30 feet, so I'm going to say about 2 minutes. Okay, but it took her, in total, that whole procedure took her 5 minutes.
I believe all in we're at
19 minutes. It's
minutes.
cost me so much.
Was it 93?
Yeah,
19?
19 minutes it's cost you so far.
Yeah, so I've got.
Thank you for the question, Charles. Right, it's a warehouse.
You got 101 minutes.
Yeah, my brain had done it, and then at the same point, I started noticing other things and got lost.
Now, what I'm going to tell you is that to the south of you, towards the bottom of the map, there's a corridor. And I need to unhide some people. That's what you can see at the moment. I need you to make a decision, and I'm going to put a timer on you. Okay? An actual timer on you to make a decision about where you're going to go next. Okay, you're there.
Mr. Ratty.
There's a rat in my kitchen. What am I gonna do?
Where do you want to go?
Well, if it's a rat from
The closer you get to people, the harder your stealth checks get.
Yeah. Do I have any orientation of where the front door is?
Right. Reason I'm going to push you now is I'm timing you, and the longer you're sat there as a rat, the more likely you want to be seen.
Okay, can I go to the tunnel on the left?
You're inside a building. It's not a tunnel. You want to go to the left here.
Yeah, please.
Right. Can I get an agility check, please, quite quickly?
Agility or so athletics or
Acrobatics, because you're jumping off of the crane onto the floor.
Okay, that was just a 10 on normal. 13 on normal.
13. Okay, you achieve it. You don't even injure yourself, and you've landed there. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go to the left? Yes.
Yes, please.
How far do you want to go?
Can I get to just past the doorway where it seems to be going up a bit? Yeah, there.
There. Right. Okay. That has taken you. Wow. Obviously, got the scale off on this map. That's taking you 5, 10, 15, 20. That's taking you 6 minutes to do that nice and carefully. Right.
Right.
Each of the squares is 5 feet. You've got a movement per turn of, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's taking you a minute and a half. Call it 2 minutes.
Okay. So can I carry on past the line that I was going? Some more to the left, please.
You're going to keep moving to the left, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. What you can see is you're in a passageway in a building. On the floor at the moment. You're relatively exposed, but no one's got a direct line of sight to you. There is a door directly to the south of you, and you can hear voices from inside there.
Okay, can I go and put my ear to the door? Is there any way to get underneath it, or
There are a number of rat holes around here. I'm not going to make you attempt to use doors with your little claws. Right. So by the green bag of stuff that's to the south of you, right, down the map, there is a rat hole.
Okay, can I go and stand in there? And will I be able to and just see what's going on? If I'm not noticeable, then I'll approach into the room.
Right. You're completely unnoticeable at the moment. You're just a rat poking its nose through a hole. All right. So by this point, Alexis, Civ, and Crimson have arrived at the tiny little bar with no name.
Is that where we are, Lou?
Yeah. Right, there are a number of people in there. They're all sat around a big table. There's weapons and equipment for using your relatively expert eye. You can tell these guys are planning something, right? That some sort of operation. So you should be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. The guy that's just moved, right, Anne-Marie, is obviously some sort of magic user. The rest of them are warriors. You can just tell by the way that he's dressed better than the rest of them.
As a magic user, will he be able to sense me?
Not yet. Now, one of the things you definitely see, you should be able to see on the bottom of the map, your little ratty senses go into overdrive.
Jeez.
There's a cat sat on the sat on a side table over there licking itself, right? And your pattern recognition as a rat goes into overdrive.
Righty.
Do you wish to enter the room?
Can I hear what's going on from here?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything of importance that I can hear to then relay back?
there's a reasonably heated argument going on amongst all of these guys here about why Anders hasn't come back yet.
Fair enough. Anders is
Yeah.
the one that we've thinking, isn't it? Yeah.
Particularly the magic user, who's basically saying, if Anders doesn't turn up soon and pay him, he's out of here. The rest of them are trying to placate him, apart from one particularly brave individual who's saying, "Twinkle fingers, you're going to stay where you're put until Anders comes back. He always comes back."
Fair enough.
Right.
So,
and the guy to the bottom right of the the room there, he turns around and starts hushing the rest of the guys and says, "Guys, keep your voices down. You do not want to wake up that creepy bastard. Right? He's only next door and he's probably listening to everything we're saying. He scares the bejesus out of me. Right? Please, for the love of the spectrum, keep your voices down."
So we need to find the creepy bastard. Anyway, which door next door? Did he point towards where he is or anything like that? So then I know where to go. Nose.
He thumbs over his shoulder, which is down the map.
Okay, so I need to go down that little passageway, aren't I? Not
I am
unless-
going to add 5 minutes for your little scouting mission so far.
Right, can I? Is there any way that I can run back right and sneak past? Do you see the dude at the back? But there's like the 3 crates next to it. Can I go past that way and round?
Bearing in mind those guys are moving around. These guys are also moving around. Yeah?
Yeah?
All right. Okay. I'm not going to continue to move the tokens, but they're moving around.
Yeah, okay. So can I run past?
You want?
Can I
do you
go
want
past
to run?
and down? I want to run to the 3 cases in the corner and just check where I am after there.
Where? Over that way?
There, where the arrow is.
To the left, yes?
Right.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
arrow.
So you have run down here. Yes?
Yeah.
And get to here.
I can't
Yeah.
see anything yet.
Right. First off, that's taken you a minute to do so.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get a stealth check at a disadvantage, please?
8.
Right. When my dice disappears, because my dice is currently sat on top of the guy. Right. The guy of those 3, right, that is down there, sees you.
Right.
And he picks up a boot and throws it at you.
Can I dodge
Hold on.
into the barrels?
Right. Roll a d10. So a d20. If you don't beat that, you get hit by the boot. Do it at advantage if you want. In fact, we'll roll 2 d20s. I'm feeling generous.
28.
Okay. The boot whistles down the corridor. What do you do?
Just carry on running. I'll go straight down that hidey bit. If he's already
carry
seen
on
me, I might
running,
as well run. Straight down to the south corridor that you were talking me about.
That one there. Okay. So that takes you a minute of dodging around the crates, etc. Sounds like
Okay,
a long
is there?
time. We are faffing with time. I'm only doing this to keep track and to put a bit of pressure on you, right? He's going to lob things at you, and you're just a rat. He's just run off.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
What do you want to do?
Can I carry on straight down that corridor?
Are you walking or are you running?
Am I in danger?
You're not in danger at the moment.
Can I just? Yeah, can I do a run down as far as I can see? I want to find that room and that scary, creepy bloke.
You're in a kitchen
Oh,
area, and there's one of the blue hand guys cooking.
Ow.
And because you're running and you've just run into a kitchen, can I get a stealth check, please? At a disadvantage.
6.
He definitely sees you,
Okay.
and he starts throwing things at you as well. Same routine. You lucky sod. He's a really terrible shot. Oh, I'm just going to give you that. He throws a potato at you, misses, and knocks a thing of milk over.
Nice.
What do you want to do? There's a door in the middle of that wall, all right, and a reasonably large hole through the wooden partition wall. All right, what do you want to do? You've had a potato thrown at you and he's missed,
Right.
and you're now covered in milk.
So. It'd be more dangerous to walk through that, wouldn't it? Like, is there anything that seems of interest through there, or not really?
At the moment, you've got an angry human throwing things at you, and you're
I'll
running.
just carry on down south then.
Are you going to go through this rat hole?
Yeah.
Into here? Right. Right, you run into an antechamber area. The guy doesn't bother chasing you. You're just a rat. He's done his business. He's scared you off. Directly ahead of you is a ablutions area. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I'm going to tell you there's a drain in. Your little ratty nose can pick up on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a door. That has taken you, as you were running, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
3.5 minutes.
No, because you were running, it's double speed. So 1.5 minutes to get to there.
Oh yeah, because it's 5, not 25. Sorry.
By my reckoning, that makes it 29 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. You and your rat senses pick up on some strange odors coming from the other side of the door. You know what people smell like in Marienburg and in the Northern Hemisphere and everything else. There's a kind of dry, citrusy, just different kind of smell coming from the human that you can tell is in the room directly to the south of you.
Okay.
There is a small rat hole just along the wall on the corner.
Can I go and have a nose into
there's
the
a small
room?
rat hole just in the ablutions area. You can see where the stalls are.
Mhm.
Right, going through the wall, on the corner.
Can I go and poke my head in and have a nose?
Right, that will take you. Are you running still or walking?
I'll walk.
Okay, that will take you 1 minute.
Yeah. Thank you. You okay, babe?
Right, you poke your head through cautiously through the hole in the wall.
Yes. What you doing, mate?
Right. In the room, you see a guy doing calisthenics. He's basically doing like yoga stuff, some pretty intense balancing and stretching exercises. Right. Scattered around the room are various weapons and ointments and jars. You can tell from the jars that there's Kuilan script. You've seen it before. You can't read it, but you can see there's Kuilan script on the jars. The guy is stripped to the waist, and while he's doing like vertical push-ups and stuff, you can see that he's covered in hieroglyph tattoos.
Right.
Right, and there's a number of daggers and swords around the place. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have any inkling what the tattoos or anything mean?
No, but he's chanting Mean's name. You pick that up from the things that he's saying while he's doing his various push-ups and stuff.
Yeah. Would we say he's a magic user or not?
No, but he looks like an extremely capable warrior.
No, that's fine. Is there anything else of interest in the room?
There's various clothes hung up. His bag, right, is in the process of being packed.
Right.
Right, I'm starting a timer on you.
No, that's fine. And there's a part of me that kind of wants to be interested in the bag, but I've got a feeling that there might not be anything in there. Can I?
Think very carefully about what you're considering doing next. Right. Have you spoken to Mills? You have spoken to Mills. Have you described a devotee of Neen to the team?
I would have, yes.
Right. That's what you think you're looking at.
Right. What does that mean?
I'll let Mills explain.
He's a devotee of the Undying Pharaoh, very dangerous, and you might want to come back and tell us about him.
No, that's fine. I was thinking, with the drains next to it, would that bring us out anywhere closer, or would I have to go back the way I came?
You will have to find out.
Because I kind of feel like we should go down them drains in case there's another entrance. Yeah.
Yeah? You want to go down the drain in the corner, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And if we find some lavender, I'll stick that up my nose on the way.
Right, you go down the drain in the corner. Right. That's taking you a minute to get across the room. So by my reckoning, you're on 33 minutes.
You're doing well then.
Right. What follows is a distinctly unpleasant experience for you as you slip and slide down an ablutions hole, get caught in a flow of what would generously be described as effluent coming off the rest of the area, and are funneled like the world's most unpleasant water slide underneath the rest of the district, and then unceremoniously spat into the harbour, where you promptly are there as a rat in the harbour. Right. I'm not sure rats can they can swim.
Yeah, they can swim.
Yeah,
They
can
swim very well.
Yeah, they're very good swimmers.
Right. So you have come out of there, literally where the dot of the I in Kesisland Way is. That's where you've just
Right.
come out, and you're currently in the harbour. And I'm going to say
Right.
it's going to take you like 10 minutes minimum to work your way back to the shore, along to somewhere you could get out as a human.
Okay, so I will at least think a swim as a human. Well, as a rat will actually help wash me.
Right. Can I get a rules call on this from people? Right. If she turns back into a human now, is she still covered in what she's covered in?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So she's going to wash herself off in the harbour, which is not really washing yourself off in the harbour, bearing in
It's
mind
still-
that the sewage discharges into the harbour.
So it's
Yeah.
like swimming in Gosport water. It's not that bad.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner because it'll be diluted.
I'm going to move this along, right? I'm going to move this along. Okay.
So she's going to walk up absolutely dripping wet while we're all sat there having a nice meal, chilling out.
That's
Yes, it sounds
exactly.
about right.
That's exactly what happens.
Well, at least I beat the timer. Can we look at the positives?
So the rest of the guys are sat around, and it's now early. It's now early evening. The rest of the guys are all sat around, drinking ale and enjoying a nice meal. And really quite a
Horrible
pleasant.
smell starts wafting past, and we all go,
You
"Ugh,
hear a
what's that?"
squelching approaching from the south.
It's okay. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to steal Crimson's beer, and then I'm going to turn around and go, I need some water, a bucket of water. And then I will explain once this is a little bit less
Datari,
offensive.
you point out that you saw a well just down to the south of you. Over there. She smells spectacularly bad.
Yeah. I'll grab one of the other one's beers and I'll carry on down and jump in a well for a second. Give me a minute.
Don't jump in the don't taint the water source.
I'm going to get a bucket up anyway out of the well and just at least dump it over my head and hope for the best.
And we'll time fast for that. That takes her about 20 minutes to sort of life. Right, timer. You now have, by my reckoning, from the point that she went in,
About
right,
50 minutes.
55 minutes. Right. You've still got 7 hours.
Cool.
Right.
That's fine.
So I'm going to tell you I'm going to basically explain what I've seen, apart from what I've seen when I was coming down the pipe.
Would you like
And
me
we
to put
say
the
you
map
ask me
back up,
questions.
or is everybody on the same page at the moment?
Yeah, everybody's on the same
Good.
page.
The entrances, how many did she see?
You're
There's
very
one
quiet, Al.
shitty drain. There was the main entrance, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was. And then there's also the way through the crane, and there's you don't want to do the drains.
Oh, right. Very quickly. I should have mentioned that. I didn't. I apologise. At the top of the map, where the passageway curves around to the right. In fact, no, I apologise. That's not where it is at all. I've just looked at my map. And the bit I'm about to reveal, there, right, is a door. And it looks quite well trodden. I should have mentioned that on the way past. I forgot to. I apologise. Also, in my defence, Erin was running at the time.
Okay.
It's my ratty eyes would have noticed it.
Yeah. Okay. Happy with
I
that?
turn to I turn to Ivan and say, "Well, we've got almost a dozen guys upstairs, 4 downstairs, and a practitioner name. We are going to need reinforcements for this."
Can we send the flying monkey back to get reinforcements if we need reinforcements?
Is anybody watching the warehouse?
I send my parrot to give us Overwatch.
Yeah, the parrot's watching the warehouse.
Parrot's watching the warehouse. The parrot was watching the rat hole for her to come back out.
Does that mean the monkey's watching the warehouse?
No, the monkey's
rat-
back on the monkey's back on Alexis's shoulder,
Oh,
smoking.
for God's-
I thought the parrot was by the warehouse. I
No,
thought
the
that drain
parrot's
was
by
by the...
the drain.
You sent the monkey back to Alexis, and you sent the parrot to watch the grate that the rat went into.
Well,
Where is
once
the grate in relation to the where's the grate in relation to the warehouse?
The grate. I mean, let me move you so you can see. It's there, exactly where you currently are. Right.
But
That
where's the
area.
warehouse?
That area. Do you want me to place you where you are at the moment on the map?
No, that's fine. So that is the grate, but which of these buildings is the warehouse?
It's not.
It's
None
not.
of those buildings
warehouse
are the warehouse.
is that cave entrance down by the docks.
The
So you're
cave
telling me the
entrance.
whole warehouse is underground?
No, right. If you're looking at the map, right, where it's got Riker's Gate or Rejack's Gate, however you want to pronounce that, that central building is the warehouse. When she went in the tunnel, right, she moved all the way underneath the district up to that central area. Actually, underneath that central area.
You mean under the K apostrophe S building bit?
K apostrophe S. So you're currently directly above the L and the E.
Right. And the only entrance off ground level that we saw when this area was scouted is through the meat locker.
Yes.
So the other entrance that is well traipsed is the one that goes through the tunnel.
Yes, because most of the commercial traffic goes in and out by water.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But then again, if we know the passcode to get through, which door is it that we'd be needing to go through? The meat locker one.
Would you
We
like
could
me
if we
to
had
put the
enough.
map back up
No, it's fine. It's fine.
so that you can discuss what you're going to do? Yes, anybody?
Yeah, pull it up. We'll have a look. I mean, option A, we split the party, send a couple of people in via the water entrance, preferably the ones who can be sneaky.
Right, I'm going to
Mills.
reveal a bit more. Sorry.
I don't really want to be a rat again.
No. We'd go in via a boat.
That makes sense.
And then we send the heavily armored people in through the front door.
Well, the front door is effectively up the tunnel from the wharf.
Or the back door then, through the meat locker. Because that's going to be on the top floor, and that's going to be where the worst fight is.
Yeah, and we're going to need reinforcements.
Yeah, it's always better to have the upper hand as well. The upper ground.
Observation, which I would make
Have
at this
the
point,
element of
were I a
surprise.
player.
Right, there is. I'm counting 13 people in that building, effectively, from the
Yeah.
reports that I've been given.
If you took
That's
control of the
less-
crane, how many people would you have to deal with?
I'm
At
uncertain.
least
There's
three.
5 down
Yeah,
there,
that
ain't
bit.
there?
There's 5 down there, Lou.
Yes, 5.
So, right, is the central brown room is upstairs via a crane.
Yeah, upstairs via a crane. Can you see the building? Can you see where the 3 characters at the top are stood? That is the hole that the commercial goods come up through.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my count. There's 19 people. There's 19 in that building. 19 fighters in that building. Sorry, 18 fighters and 1 magic
3,
user.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, and a
8,
cat.
9, 10,
Is
11,
there
12,
12?
13. That would be 18, 19, including the doorkeeper.
Yeah, plus the other 5 downstairs.
No, that's
That was
19,
including
including
There's
them.
a massive fight in a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4,
All of
5,
us.
6.
Oh, you missed it. I had to go down a drain.
11,
Oh,
12,
no, I
13.
suppose
Yeah,
it's-
so 17 fighters and a magic user.
In the game.
We're going to need help on this one.
How many do you
What?
cut off if
Oh,
we take the crane?
You didn't get a choice.
5.
We don't. We end
Five.
up stuck on a crane when we're trying to go up in a very dangerous position.
Yeah, with 13 guys waiting at the top for us.
Whereas if we go in via the top, destroy the crane.
We only knock out 5. We're still facing 13 plus a follower of Neem and a magic. Well, including a follower of Neem and a magic user.
We need to
We
Yeah,
minimize.
but there's enough magic
We
users
killed
on the
more than
battlefield.
that. Yeah, we can match one caster.
He's gone.
We know nothing about this caster. Are you willing to bet that he's not a powerful caster that can't?
We'll just have to bless everyone, won't we? I'll just get Brian's book.
Wait,
We have a dragon.
Didn't you mention he's waiting to be paid?
Yeah, pay
By
for one
Anders.
thing. Yeah, being asked for pay is one thing. Defending yourself when someone else is attacking a building is something different.
Well, he said he's getting his backs packed, so it sounds like he's going to be leaving
Jamie,
soon.
check messenger.
Yeah, don't worry. Someone's
That'll
just
be
left
another
the
issue.
building. That would be the guy with the
Hey.
tattoos.
If we wait for reinforcements, which we're not going to get from anybody,
Yeah, we're
No
not
one
going
heard
to. We're
me.
going
people are going to get away from this building.
Oi! Over here. The guy with the tattoos has just left.
Okay, so we've got
Right.
choices. We either follow the thing of Neem or we go into the warehouse.
Give me a minute.
My
Crimson,
suggestion-
do you want to come and burn someone with tattoos? Yes. Yes.
This
Okay,
is
right.
what we've been
Don't
sent
have to
here
do
to
it.
deal
You
with.
guys.
So we follow the guy with the tattoos and we take him out.
Or at least if we capture him, we can try and figure out what the hell's
Is your
going on.
parrot following the guy with the tattoos, or is he watching the building? I need a very quick decision from you, Jamie.
I only can communicate with him within 100 foot.
Right now.
So I would prefer him not to go outside of 100-foot range. So follow him
5,
as far as he can.
4.
Follows him
Pardon?
as far as he can up to 100 foot and then hovers.
Okay, right. Very quickly, and bearing in mind that this guy is expert at doing this, right?
Mhm.
The parrot has lost him in the crowd and he's disappeared.
He's gone.
Okay, so we take the warehouse then. How do you want to do it?
Well, we split into 2 groups. I think we're
How
going one sneaky,
difficult.
one strong.
How difficult
No.
would it be to disable the crane?
For you, child's play.
Right.
If it's just
I
a
can go
cable, I reckon I
invisible.
can break it. Oh,
We do have a dragon.
Okay,
I can
would
go
suggest-
We
invisible.
can burn it.
I would suggest that if that's the way we're going to go, we all go in the top.
Hmm.
We don't split.
Yeah, but if we all go through the top, won't they try and escape down the crane?
not if
we
we
go
deal
for
with
the
it.
crane. Yeah, we go for the crane and deal with it, and then deal with the 13 up top. The 5
Okay.
downstairs, if they run, they run.
Yeah.
We've still have dealt with the most of them.
It
But if
sounds
we
like
go,
the
if we split
ringleaders
the
are upstairs.
downstairs,
Right. I'm going to make. We're going to go in through the top.
Mhm.
Alexis, your target is disabling that crane as fast as possible. I want
Consider it done.
your
You have
homunculus.
been talking for an hour now.
I want your homunculus to go to the nearest set of guards possible that we can trust and alert them to the fact that there may be 5 runners leaving the tunnels underneath here that we want capturing.
The appropriate term would be rowers
Yes.
or
They'll-
swimmers.
They ain't
they'll be-
running unless they're running very fast on the water.
Yes, well, you understand
And
what I
then they
mean.
deserve to get away.
Yes.
Do they?
If they're
We've been here an
Not when you're ready to.
quick one. If we've been here an hour, can Anne-Marie have a short rest during this time? Then?
Correct.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, take yourself a short rest off. We will.
Thank you.
Right, so we're going in. We've got 13. Mills,
yep,
Your priority target is that magic user. I want him disabling at the very minimum.
Would it be better to pick someone who's got magic to take on a magic user?
Can't
If you
cast
can't-
if you're being punched in the face.
Yeah.
Send the cat. Send the
Sorry.
cat.
We get the cat.
Yeah, we've got to get through in there, in thing. And
I
I've got to
believe
get
you
within
have the
range
cat
of an
being
alerted
covered.
magic user with no magic.
Alexis.
Sorry, say again?
I believe you have the cat fight thing covered.
Ivor, we've got to get into another room where I'm going up against an alerted magic user, and I have no way of defending myself against magic.
Fine, I will take the magic user out. You take the bandit captain.
Oh,
If I
I'm
can
happy
get
to
him in
help.
line of sight,
the
I can
rogue.
deal with him.
As I said, if
I mean,
Satari
to be
can,
fair, you have
Satari
got
can deal with a
a
magic
druid
user.
and a dragon.
Right, let's organise ourselves then. Let's organise ourselves. How are we getting here, and how are we getting into it? How are we starting this off?
Right, we're going in through the meat locker. There are 3 people in there, one of which is the bandit captain that need taking out, and the crane needs disabling. After that, we'll figure out which door we're going through next.
Cool.
There's also the guy at the door, but I'm pretty sure I can deal with him before we go through.
Yeah.
Right. Are we ready?
Ready as we will be, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I have
So,
a
Are
spell
you
of
are
silence.
you traipsing en masse to the butcher's shop in armor?
Can you guys give me a 5-minute head start?
Yep.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm heading there first.
You're not there.
Damn it.
You're there.
Well, I can remain invisible for up to an hour.
Cool. So do you want to come with me?
Until you count an offensive action, yes?
Yes. Yeah, basically, if I cast spell, anything to the spell ends for that attacks or casts a spell. So attacks or casts a spell is the key wording.
Alexis, the mayor suggests what happens is you remain invisible until you're near enough to deal with the crane, while we
Well,
deal
in
with everybody
theory,
else.
I can stay invisible
That's okay.
while
That's okay.
disabling the crane.
Modify it.
Yeah, disabling the crane isn't an offensive action or anything, so technically it doesn't break the effect.
Okay. Bit of scene setting for you guys. Right. It was early evening when Aaron went in. It is now getting on towards 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Zatari would tell you that he has the option, right, to wait another 5 hours by your reckoning. 4 or
Or I
5
can
hours.
just drop the spell. It's a concentration spell. I can drop it whenever I want.
Yeah, I know you can, but at the moment, the doorman is not going to tell anybody that he's had magic cast on him for another 4 hours.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time to plan things or do things if we need to. If not, I'm just going to eliminate him now, just before you guys get here.
Is there any point in waiting? If we're not going to,
There's no point in
Unless
waiting.
unless you think the guards are going to get in place before we go in and wait for them, but
You
Not
are
if we
such a
give them-
paladin, do you know that?
Not
Sorry?
if we give them the code.
No,
sorry, Lou?
I'm just saying that Ivor is such a paladin. It's almost typecasting. Have we got down to anything else? No, go in and smeg them.
Kill them all!
Righteous fury.
I am fine with this. I'm good with this. I like this plan.
Is it? Unless you think we've got enough time to wait to get the guardsmen in place in front of the tunnel, but we either go now. Or...
Right, I
Well,
want
I'm
to
worried that
on
if he
how
was
long
packing
it would
his
take
bag-
us,
Oh.
with our current contacts, to get some guards to cover that tunnel exit.
There's two answers to that.
Is it less than 4 hours?
There's two answers to that. One is around about an hour, obviously. Option two is around about 3.5, nearly 4 hours for them to get there surreptitiously.
So semi-surreptitiously, we're looking at 2 hours.
Yes.
So something's going on, but it's not quite obvious what it is.
Not necessarily directed at us. I can roll with that, fine. So if you want to send a message to the guards and tell them to be subtle.
Yep.
How many guards are in that lower part?
There's 5.
Five.
No, but I'm going to point this out to you guys. The reason I've hidden the tokens is there were 5 down there.
There was 5 about 4 hours ago. It's could have all moved round a bit by now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the thing is, the devotee could have gone by now as well, couldn't he?
Oh, he has.
The devotee's
he
gone.
has. We know that.
He's gone.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you that the parrot has told you that nobody else is left from the upper
Right.
entrance.
So there's
Allow
5
me
guys
to go
still
in and have a look.
Are you going to go with? Bearing in mind that Zatari, I'm time faffing this, but Zatari is currently stood looking like a spare prick at a wedding outside a butcher's shop at 11 o'clock at night.
I still look like the rich
right.
servant, so
Ivor,
Yes.
can we be ready to go in before my hour runs out if I go invisible now? And I will go and give you an up-to-date idea of what the fuck's going on inside that upper building.
No, because unless Lou's telling us that time's past, the guards are already there, we're waiting 2 hours for the guards.
we also can't get you in the upper bit subtly. We can get you in the lower section subtly.
Why can't you get him
I'll
in
go
there a bit subtly?
Because we have to go through the meat locker door, which we. Oh no, yeah, no, that works. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Invisible? Okay, it'll look a bit fucking weird.
Well, yeah,
The random door
we're
opening.
gonna have to get the guard to open the door, but that shouldn't be too hard.
So are you a question now? Are you stood next to Alexis? Are you stood next to Zatari now?
Yes, but not invisible at the moment.
I've been making it look like we've been having a conversation about what we need to buy for the boss.
Okay.
Waffles is with
I forgot about waffles.
the rest of the group.
Oh God, yeah.
Waffles is with the rest of the group. Okay. Thank you for reminding me.
And this image though just had a tiger next to me during this.
Nice bit of chocolate.
I have no idea what the communication range is with Waffles because there is nothing that says.
Oh, I love it when spells and abilities have good, well written out rules.
Right.
Well, you'd assume that Waffles would obey orders, and therefore, if ordered to remain with the rest of the party until the party rejoined you, that's what Waffles would do.
Waffles.
Yeah.
Waffles will
Defending
remain.
party as required.
Waffles will remain with the party, right, until Alexis is attacked or finds himself in danger. At that point, Waffles, as per his core programming, will attempt to get to Alexis.
Straight through the wall. Go put
If
yourself
he
in
has
danger. That'll
to,
make us a new
he
dog.
will do. It wouldn't go well for him because it's a wall, but he might attempt to.
Right. So let's just say, have we had sufficient time for some guards to get in place so we can now?
Just need to shuffle my car, guys. I'll be back in
Marcel's
1
come
minute.
back and he's let you know.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, the guards are carrying out pointless inspections of water traffic.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Excellent. Do it. Let's.
Yeah.
You guys, how much time in front of us are you wanting to be inside that building?
However
Zatari.
long it's going to take me to get the guy to open the door and then get rid of him. So
Okay.
give us like 2 minutes.
Okay, so we are going to be 2 minutes after we go. Game on.
Okay. The butcher shop is still open.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that the street is bustling, but it is still. This is a fairly 24-hour city. Are you going into the butcher's shop?
I go in, continue my conversation with him, say, yes, I need you to show me that that locker again.
Is
Still under the
Alexis, are you there?
He said
He's on
something about having to
surface
shuffle a car.
Oh, give him a minute. That's fine. I can continue what I'm doing. That's
Okay. Cast what you need to cast to reinforce what you're about to do.
I wasn't intending to. What I'm intending to do is slip my dagger of venom into my hand.
Yeah.
As he opens the door, I'm going to activate its ability to coat it in the venom.
Taking over.
And then I'm coating it in venom.
Yeah.
And then I'm stabbing him up between the ribs. Quick, quiet
excessive.
one. I'm assuming you will need an attack roll.
Yes.
Yes. Just a normal one, yeah?
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
already
finding an
rolled.
appropriate person to do
It's
this.
an 18 to hit, so
Okay.
do with as you may. And then I
But
need
you
a
hit
DC.
him?
And then I need a DC 15 Constitution save from you.
DC 15.
Yeah,
You got to get higher than 15.
yeah.
Oh.
This is always a bit of a drum roll moment.
Did
No.
he do it?
He did
doesn't.
not.
He doesn't pass the Constitution save.
Cool. So he now takes 2d10 poison damage.
Pardon?
He now takes 2d10 poison damage.
2d10 poison damage.
Yes.
What's the damage from the dagger?
Oh, and the damage from the actual dagger stab. So that's 5 points of damage from the dagger, and then let me try and make this thing work. There we go. Yeah, that could have been better. 8 damage from the poison.
5 damage from the dagger.
Yeah.
8 damage from roll. You need to roll another D10, don't you?
No, he's done
that
a
was
2.
2D.
He's done
I did a roll
2d10.
of 2d10.
No, I rolled that one by accident. Roll another D10,
No.
please.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's 4. So that's
12,
17.
17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. He has 3 points of health remaining.
Eldritch Blast. At point blank fucking range.
Right. We're going to do a contested
I
throw
thought you
here.
were trying to do this stealthily.
I was, but it failed.
Into a million pieces.
And again!
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah,
Isn't,
Stab him
It's
again.
11 again.
You unlucky sod.
No, he's quick enough that he's responded to being jabbed in the
Wait.
fucking neck.
Wait. Right,
Mhm.
Zatari, I've just rolled a
Yep.
17.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw. So
I
you
want
wanna-
you to roll a D20 plus 5 because that's the amount of poison damage that he received.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you're not going to believe that. So that'd be 21 then.
He does not immediately scream out he can't because the poison is racking through his system.
So then, yeah, just another quick jab. Just
All right. He
You've
does,
seen that-
however, pull out a scimitar, right, and attack you. Ooh, you unlucky sod.
What did you roll? I can't see your roll.
Wait a second. let me do that again. I'm just going to tell you. Send to everybody. There we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That one's going to hurt. That one's going to hurt. So,
Well, once I get there, I'll bless you.
Yeah. Healing will help. I was hoping the poison dagger was going to do a little bit more. I had
It's
a
just the way
plan.
that he's obviously opened the door and then you still stabbed him. He's like, oh, what could I have done?
10.
10 points of damage to Zitari.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That's not fun. 1 second while I get to the right page. There it is.
He's on 12 left.
Yes, I am. I am not a tanky person.
Are you just going to carry on?
Yeah, you know that bit from Deadliest Warrior with the Marine with the knife? It's just that. It's just rapid stabs until he stops moving.
It's just Mortal Kombat finish him, isn't it?
Go for it then.
What are you looking for?
Can't find afterwards.
14?
You hit him. Yeah,
And
he's dead.
7.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Quiet.
I'm
It's
just going
okay.
to point out to you, it's a fairly good job that you're in a butcher's shop.
Alexis, that's your cue to go invisible and walk in behind him. The door is open.
Satari kind of slumps down over to one side with a fairly heavy-set man on top of him.
It's
Not the first time, won't be the last time.
okay. Got anything in your pockets while I'm here?
Right, you ready?
Alexis, are you going invisible and going in?
Would you like me to move
Alexis.
you?
I don't think he can. We can
I don't
hear
think
him.
Haven't been back from shuffling the cars yet.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's back.
Check your mic settings off of Discord. That's how I sorted it.
That says unstable internet.
Simple question. Is my am I clear this evening, by the way?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
You are.
Hello, Mr. Hartley.
Very
Yeah,
orange, Simon.
you're going
Is that a good
invisible, I
thing?
believe.
It is.
I'm
It is.
invisible.
Better than being pale.
I've just moved you.
Thank you.
Right. You and Zatari move through the meat locker. You can see scratch marks on the floor, right, where a door has been swung open and closed.
Let me in, Kimusabi.
The door's open, so just wander in.
No, you're stood in the meat locker. There is a door to get into the meat locker and a door to get back out of the meat locker somewhere else. Ergo, 2 doors.
Well, they opened the door using the passphrase.
Right. He opened the door to the meat locker there that you couldn't get through. Right?
Yeah.
I'm giving that you two have found the not too secret door at the back.
Can I step through?
Where's everybody else? Right, Alexis, you are currently token option set condition markers.
We would be arriving
invisible.
now.
You are currently invisible.
We would be
I am.
arriving at the front of the shop
Okay.
Yes.
and placing a closed sign on the door as we go in.
Okay.
I will make my way round quietly.
Ignore him.
You
He's
don't want
dead.
to knock any souvenirs off? Give yourself away? Maybe?
Sorry, say again?
Sure, you don't want to knock anything over, just spook them.
No, because the
Give
magic
yourself
users won't
away.
notice it.
Depends how clever they
I
are.
believe that's all of us now, isn't it?
Yep.
No,
We're
the first
missing
thing
a
he's got to do
dragon.
is go and get Crane out, isn't it?
And a cat.
Correct. I am about to apply a waffles to this situation.
Repeatedly.
Can't
We
wait
got
till
a
I
very
can
crowded
upgrade.
room.
Okay, so we head into the meat locker and stand by the door. How long are we going to giving Alexis, or are we just going straight through?
Well, considering he
Oh,
said he can
oh.
stay invisible for an hour,
We give him a few minutes.
Guys, there's two doors here, right? The door, I'm going to move Zatari. Zatari is stood in the doorway.
Oh, that did weird things to what I could see.
Okay? Zatari
Right.
stood in the doorway. Right? Between you and Zatari, right, there is a door literally in front of Erin, where she is stood. Right? There's loads of carcasses hung up in a cold room in between the two of them. That's what those things are.
So we go through the door. We get someone to heal Zatari or bless him or whatever while we're giving
Healing.
Alexis time. So we stack up on the second door, ready to go in. Ivar, you first, me following.
Yeah, I am not going first.
Alexis, you are in a well-trodden
Yeah.
corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically wooden shuttering. It's almost as though it's been built between two walls. It's been quite cleverly designed, this, to maximise
Yep.
the use of space. You cannot currently hear any voices from the other side of the wall. They are wooden partition walls.
Right.
And I'm going to move you, right, to this point here, where there is another door.
can I just interject a moment there? I am going to, whilst standing at the door waiting for a report from our illustrious artificer that the crane is disabled, I do a lay hands on Zatari and heal him for 10 points of damage.
Thank you.
Waffles is kind of straining. Basically, what he's doing is he's following his orders as closely to the letter as he can do, while staying with you and not with Alexis.
Yes.
Right. So every time you move any closer to Alexis, Waffles will move.
Okay, that's fine. I've got a rather highly strung fluid blender next to me then.
Kind of.
So do we just all move in then?
Well,
Move into
we're
this room?
waiting. We're waiting for Alexis to carry on.
I would like to listen at the door. Can I hear
Mhm.
anything?
Can I get a perception check, please?
You may. It may even work.
Oh, is it?
Woo.
It seems quite quiet. Okay.
Oh, well, fuck it.
You can hear voices, but they are further away and quite muffled.
You got
Right.
In fact,
One
my
of the things
passive
you can't
perception.
hear.
My passive perception is better than that fucking roll.
Okay, then, so we'll combine the two. Your passive perception also tells you that you can't hear mechanical movement from the crane.
Right. Okay. I will attempt to open the door as quietly as possible.
I think it's an appropriate time for a stealth check, just in case you fall through the door in a clatter of armor.
Yeah. God, this takes a long time to roll. Wow. My God.
I think you're having slight latency issues.
Okay.
Yeah, my laptop is struggling here.
Okay. I can do rolls for you if you want.
Did that come through?
Yes.
Did.
Yes,
You
we
got a
got
10.
Right. You have opened the door, and you currently don't see anybody. Remember, you are invisible.
I'll make my way through slowly.
Okay.
looking around into that sort of corridor.
All right, you hear footsteps approaching.
I will stand still, but not in any passageway.
About there, yes.
I'll let you know when it stops moving.
Right here.
Is that in the middle of the... No? Okay. Wow, this is slow.
As you're
Yeah.
as you're there, Blue Hand gang member walks past. He's grumbling about being bitched on and sent to go and get more wine. And he walks past you and he goes, opens this door. There is a burst of discussion and noise. Right? And he comes through and the door closes again.
All right. I'll carry on into the corridor. Looking for the crane, because obviously I don't know where it is. Definitely. I just have a rough description of the layout, I'm assuming.
I've moved you. The crane is in front of you.
I'll make my way around to the mechanism.
Right. Are you doing a passive perception at the same time?
Well, it's passive, so yes.
need
I can do a perception check.
What is your passive perception, please?
13. I can do a perception check as well if you want.
Okay.
So I'm actively looking.
You see movement from down below. There's at least you can see at least 4 guards. You get the impression that all 5 are still down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're talking. They seem to have sacked work off for the day and sat around playing cards and smoking.
I'll have a look at the mechanism for the crane. Is there anything I can do that will disable it, but not destroy it?
Let's see what check you could do there. Do an investigation check for me, please. At an advantage.
What? A what,
Do an
sorry?
investigation check at an advantage.
Investigation at advantage. Rolling. The slowest dice rolls in the world.
Oh, yeah, easily. All right. So you see that there's a number of quite delicate, well, not delicate. It's a fairly robust system, right? But a bolt removed here, bolt removed there, and really basically turning the brake on really hard, right, would stop anybody from operating that for about, with your level of, anyone without your level of skill, right, from operating that for about half an hour at least, by the time they'd unseized things and worked through what was wrong.
I'll make it so.
Yep. The crane has been disabled.
And I will just poke my head down the hole just to see if I can see anyone any more down there.
You see all 5 of the guards. They're all sat around lounging. Really, they're not taking their job particularly seriously. In fact, and they're talking again about where Anders is and why they haven't seen him for a while.
Right, I'll make my way back towards the way I came in. Just again moving slowly and quietly.
Okay, can I get a stealth check off you, please? At an advantage.
Stealth advantage. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. Right. While you're stood there.
Yep.
Just as you're about to move, you lucky sod. Two Blue Hand gang members come past, and they're talking about one of them needing a piss and one of them needing more wine. And they disappeared down the corridor. Did you see the token move?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saw one token move.
The other one's just the purpley one's kind of just sat on some
There
crates.
he goes.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
And
so
you
we
hear
got-
them. You hear them greet somebody further down the passageway.
At least 3 down the passageway. I could go and have a look, I suppose. We've got time. Right. I'm going to go have a look down there to see who we've got in what rooms approximately, without obviously making it obvious I'm opening doors or anything.
Would you like me to move you for you?
I might be able to do it. Give me a moment. This is painful. You know when you know when you've got you know when you got lag when you've got about 3 frames per second.
Right.
On a
you
web
can
screen.
see. You can see the chef. We're going to call him. When you see chef, remember that scene from Goodfellas about them making pasta and how they have to use razor blades to cut the garlic up. That kind of thing going on. And the one that was gone to get more wine, he stood talking to him. And the other guy is nowhere to be seen, probably having a piss.
Right, well, I'm not going to chance going in there any further. So I'll make my way back towards where the rest of the party is.
Okay, would you like me to move you for you?
Yes, please. If I try it, it's going to be painful.
Okay.
I'm going to stay invisible, and I'm going to talk to them, just to watch them jump.
You don't need to.
Declare.
As you approached, Waffles was kind of making mechanic whining noises.
Now, Waffles is going to know where I am, no matter what I'm doing.
Yes.
So
right.
I shall pet Waffles.
Quick question for you, Alexis. Were the guards down below sitting around a fire?
There were 5 guards down there, and they were relaxing, playing games.
Were they sitting near a fire, Simon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hand you a vial of oil and say, be bloody careful with this whilst you're invisible. Go and lob this in the fire when the fighting starts. It's the cursed oil that will choke everything around it.
Oh no!
With pleasure. With pleasure.
Poison smoke bomb.
Oh, jeez. Right. Okay. I will take said item.
Okay.
You do realise technically Marcel can carry a small item.
Yes.
So you could have a precision guided munition.
Yes.
A French
precision guided munition, wearing a fez and a waistcoat.
I say, a French precision guided munition, isn't that an exocet?
Okay, if you choose to do that, I have a scene ready in my head to play out.
Right, okay. Well, shall we get Marcel to do it, shall we?
Yes. Just for shits and giggles.
For shits and giggles.
Yeah.
I will.
Basically, the idea is that is to go into the fire down there and drive them out of the tunnel. Because they
can't come up this way.
They can't come up.
So they'll go into the guards.
So they're going to run out into the guards.
They're not going to run, are they?
Well, they're going to stagger out and quite probably fall in the water a lot.
Swim/row if they survive the experience.
Yes.
Right.
You have...
So I shall go and station myself back out in that corridor, just so I've got an idea of the main corridor inside, and await the rest of the party.
Can I get a stealth check, please? No, you don't need a stealth check because you're invisible.
The rest of us will go through, slowly,
Foot-
sneakily go.
Footsteps. One of the guys walks back past you and goes into the room.
I'm waiting for my computer to catch up. Right, just one of them, yeah?
Yeah, did you see it move?
Yes, I saw it. move.
I did, yes.
So I'm going to say I will lead the rest of the party down to this door.
I have got the silence spell anyway as well for us, so we can go in silently if we need to.
Silence drops on an area. It wouldn't follow us. That's the problem.
But I could drop it down before we need to go anywhere, I guess.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Just going to point out to you, there appear to be 2 unattached and currently unaware guards. One in the kitchen, one having a dump. All right, sounds like a good job for an assassin.
Mills?
Yeah,
Get him.
The rogue?
yeah. I will go take out the chef.
The shelf?
The shelf?
Yeah, the shelf is chef.
I'm going to say that Crimson and Aaron are following up you guys here, yes?
Yeah.
And I'm also going to say that because you'd had that conversation already, Mills is actually in front of Ivor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I've disappeared. Why have I disappeared?
I don't know why you've disappeared. You're in the
I'm assuming
corner
that-
where you should be all the
Is that
time.
Yeah, I think you've done like shade line. Something's covered us up as the characters. have
That's
moved.
Waffles. You're at the back. I'm going to put you where Waffles was. So you're by the door. Right. Waffles is straining to get through
So
the
that-
door.
Yeah.
So have I just moved me?
No, you've just moved Waffles.
No. Move
If you
Waffles.
hover over the top of it, your name should come up.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Simon, can I throw a stealth check just to try and blend in to the background?
Let me
a little
do that
bit?
then.
I'll try
Right.
zoom.
Before
again.
we do anything else, then, guys, I need to add you to the combat tracker.
I'm guessing you're going to want us to roll. Do you want us to roll initiative, or are we?
Not yet. You haven't actually started fighting yet.
No,
No.
that's true.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check as I'm heading towards the chef?
Absolutely.
Normal or at an advantage or anything?
I'm going to give you that an advantage because the drinking in the other room has got louder.
Okay, so with advantage,
No.
stealth roll happening now.
Yep.
19.
Would you like me to move you for you?
Yes, please.
Right. So you ninja down here. Right. I'm not going to make you do multiple stealth rolls. Right. And the chef is busy preparing something or washing up. Right. You cannot see the other guy, but you can hear retching noises coming from further down the corridor.
Yep. Okay, so what have I got? So,
Right. I am going to position over here, and I will signal for Crimson to do the same.
I'll move you. Do you want to go to the other side of the door, Crimson? Oh, look at that.
I'll take along.
Yes, and Zedeki to fall in position behind us to take out any possible magic user. There's a Tari even.
And so I'm going to head to about. Sorry.
You've got to be able to see through the door.
Yeah, I know. I think me and Simon were moving me at the same time.
I'm not going to touch anybody now.
And where would you like me to sit, Ivor?
Alexis,
I'm also
Where do
going to
you
throw a. I'm also going to throw a stealth check to just try and blend into the shadows back at the door.
okay.
If Sif and Aaron back us up, but paying attention to the back
I
passageway
probably do
in
not.
case,
Yeah.
in case there's more help needed down towards Mills.
You're going to let Mills do his
I
thing
will
first,
sit-
right?
We're going to
Yeah,
let
sit
Mills
down
do his
like
thing
middle
first. If people
Jamie.
don't assist, then he's going to assist.
Yeah.
In fact, no. Lou, is this attack I'm just about to do going to be at an advantage because I'm stealthed up behind him?
That's a
Absolutely.
yes.
Okay, so it will be. I'm going to go for a unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Means I'm also going to do a sneak attack because it's at advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend a key point because I want to take this guy out quick, which means I get 2 bonus unarmed strikes.
Okay.
So,
How many
unarmed
rolls?
strike.
Cohabiting.
Don't jinx it.
It's 3 rolls to hit, but the sneak attack just does damage as long as I hit.
Yeah.
So, 1 unarmed strike. 11.
Yeah, didn't hit. He's got an armor class 12.
Okay, so
You
I will
didn't
spend-
roll that with it. Rich, you didn't roll that at an advantage.
Okay. You happy for me to take it again at advantage?
Yeah,
Lou?
go for it.
Advantage. Roll. 24.
Right.
That's much
I'm not
better.
going to make you do the rest of the. I'm not going to make you do the rest of the rolls, Richard,
Okay.
because you've got a critical success there. Right. You sneak
Okay.
up behind him and very professionally snap his neck like a chicken.
Okay. I'll still spend the key point.
Yeah. Okay. If you could, please.
Or yeah. So I've spent the key point. Do you want me to do the rolls to hit or not?
Don't need to do. No. You snuck up behind him. That's a critical advantage. I'm not going to make you do the rest of them. You
Okay.
snuck up on him. You were in a good position. Good stealthy approach. And you rolled a critical success. So
Right, you now
Cool.
need to take out the guy that's busy throwing up in the toilet.
Okay. So I will stealth down that way. Do you want me to do another stealth check?
I'm going to move you.
Yeah.
You can hear him in the middle cubicle
Yeah.
throwing up. No, I'm not going to because he couldn't hear if an earthquake went off at the moment.
He is not aware.
Cool. So that would be another unarmed strike at advantage.
Yes.
Okay. So advantage. Oh, clear roll. Advantage. Roll. 19.
Yep. Okay, that hits.
So roll for damage. Six.
Okay, that's 1.
Okay.
And
Plus,
then you roll
seeing
your
as I
sneak
had-
attack.
Yeah. Well, I just did the sneak attack damage because I'm at an advantage. +1, plus a bonus action because I'm using that of another unarmed strike. But I won't do that one at an advantage. 22 to hit,
Yeah, definitely hit him.
and another 7 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
You just John Wicked him through the toilet seat.
You basically. I'm going to let you describe whatever you want to do to him, but it's probably unpleasant.
You curb stomped his head into the toilet.
You know what John Wick does to the guy in the club bathroom where he just plants his head into the water and he just struggles?
Okay, you've just drowned him in the toilet full of his own
Yes.
shit.
Because it sounds like
That's
enough
not,
icky.
Because that's just not
the
unpleasant
way
enough,
to
is
go.
it? Right. Mills.
Okay, and I will now stealth my way back up to where the
Before-
rest of the party are.
Before you do
Do
that,
I need to do a stealth check? Yeah.
hold on. Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? As you snuck in, you spotted another door, and I'm going to put you next to it.
Yep.
There. Erin didn't spot it because she was busy running.
Yeah. Okay, so well, my passive perception is 17. Can I
Yeah.
hear anything through the door?
Oh, yeah, you can hear that is another entrance to the main room.
Okay. So again, I will go back to where the rest of the party are and explain and let them know what I've done, what I've found, so that if we can make a decision whether we're going to hit both doors at once or just one door.
Okay, I'll move you for you if you want.
Yeah. And everybody else has disappeared on my map.
Can you see everyone now?
But- yes.
Yeah, it's some sight line thing that's on.
Can you see everyone?
Yes.
Right.
What I'm going to say is, what we're going to do is, the age-old count to 3, but I'm going to give you, Mills, a minute to take Aaron and Civ round to the back door, and you're going to go in through the back door as we go in through the front, this door.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Is there a luck?
There is not a luck per se. No.
Okay. I want the entire party to roll a d20. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
there
that's
are
all that's going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you can collectively come up with 2 rolls greater than
Oh
14,
God.
would be a good thing.
Come on, bet greater than 14.
Did that come up? Did I just roll?
Are we doing a
I
D20?
haven't seen a roll. I'm waiting on Chaz's roll at the moment.
9.
Oh, we
Well,
are
I've got a
poor
1
at
next
this.
to my
Terrible roll.
D20.
We are poor.
Have I rolled?
Boom.
Crimson's got a
No.
19, so that's 1.
You've put 1 in the stack. Now you need to roll them. There should be a button down the bottom that says roll.
No.
Ah.
We're okay. I think.
Well, I'm going to roll anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6.
a 6.
So there's just Anne-Marie hasn't rolled.
What am I rolling?
No pressure.
D20.
Any D20, you
One
need to get
D20.
over a 14.
Okie dokie. When my thing wants to work. 20. I got 9.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that. Right? I'm going to give you that because I'm not a total arse. You hear somebody approach the door. Right? Stop, turn around, and come back. Basically, the discussion's gone, look, I need to go and find Anders. Right? And which somebody more senior has gone, no, you're not. You're going to stay where the bloody hell you're told.
Anders is dead, isn't he?
You've got no look.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't know
Very.
that yet.
Yeah, they're waiting for payment.
So, Mills, take Aaron and Civ to the back door.
Mm.
Okay.
Let's get this.
Where would you like Waffles to come in?
With us.
So
Okay.
I've moved Erin.
Who would you like Waffles to protect?
I'm going to stop moving Waffles because you're trying to move Waffles, aren't you?
Not at the moment, I'm not.
Okay.
Right. So we're set up. Big and loud. 3,
Please
2, 1.
roll for initiative.
I would say, wouldn't we get a surprise round because we're kicking the doors in, and then initiative?
Or do you want
You
us
are
to
getting
roll?
a surprise round,
Are we
Okay,
rolling
but-
initiative at advantage?
but you're not in an open area. You're all trying to funnel through 2 doors.
Oh yeah, you still need to see what the turn order would be.
Yeah.
So what do I need to roll here?
Initiative.
Just an initiative.
At an
Next to your
advantage or
armor
just
class.
normally?
That's a bloody good point, actually. I should have given you an advantage.
Yeah, it's
don't
all right.
say
We're
that,
still
mate.
Yeah, just
we're
roll it
getting
again.
a surprise roll anyway, or a surprise round anyway. So
Are we doing an advantage or just normally? Since
Yeah, add
everybody
an
seems to-
advantage, please.
At an advantage, I'm going to say.
one second, I'll roll again.
Just rolled at
Initiative.
22.
Oh, there.
You may keep that if you choose.
Yeah.
I think I will.
21.
19.
16 from me.
My higher of the 2 was 15. So
Right,
So-
okay. What's going on here? Hold on a second.
Where did you find initiative again?
It's next to your armor class.
top of the D&D Beyond table.
Yeah.
With an advantage.
Yeah.
23.
Pardon me.
Well, I've rolled 2 dice.
You're at an advantage.
Did you roll an advantage?
What the bloody
19.
hell?
He got 19.
Okay. If you want,
Well,
guys,
how
we can stop it there and pick this up next time.
I'm happy with that, and
It might be better for us because I'm knackered.
You can sort the combat tracker out, and we can just go straight into the fight.